Rovaniemi, inside the Arctic Circle in northern Finland, is the starting point of one of the most amazing motorsport events in the world. It was held last month in temperatures as low as -40, in territory where the traditional form of transport normally relies on four legs. But Finns love speed and find the prevailing ice and snow no deterrent to driving flat out. And occasionally, British drivers come to learn how it's done. This year, Derek Warwick, a long way from Formula One and touring cars, was trying out the ice for the first time.
It's amazing. I've been here 3 days and I've been frightened for 3 days. I've raced for 25 years and never been frightened in a race car, ever. I've been on a ski-mobile, I've been in a rally car on ice, I've done recce on ice, and all I've done is been frightened from the day I've been here. I mean, what am I doing here?
What he was doing was joining other racing celebrities in a national event tagged onto the Arctic Rally. Derek was part of a dream team including Finns JJ Lehto and Keke Rosberg, led by Mercedes Motorsport Supremo Norbert Haug.
The people here are very friendly. I think they prepared a wonderful rally, and it's just a little bit of a hobby for all of us, and we enjoy it, so we take it very easy.
The serious stuff started with last year's winner Sebastian Lindholm leading the 80 entries off on a 700-kilometre blast round the Finnish countryside. Hot on his heels, his cousin Marcus Grönholm in a Toyota Celica. Embarking on this great adventure for the second year, Tony Jardine in a Group N Escort Cosworth was co-driven by Sun journalist Steve McKinley. Lindholm's Group A Cosworth showed the sort of pace that Finns expect on ice, blisteringly quick, but he still found himself 4 seconds down on his Finnish championship rival Grönholm at the end of the first stage. Grönholm's time was matched amazingly enough by Jyrki Puhakka in his Group N Mitsubishi. A lifetime's experience of driving on this stuff obviously helps. Tony Jardine was going well, but visibly much slower. Lindholm had been swapping stage wins with Grönholm throughout the short Arctic day, but found himself 20 seconds adrift on his cousin after the last evening's stage. Third in the Lancer Evolution was Puhakka. He's planning to drive a Works Golf in the British Rally Championship this year. In the national event, the ex-Formula One drivers JJ Lehto and Keke Rosberg were showing their skills can translate to the ice. Norbert Haug has done this before and was treading carefully, aiming for a finish, while the novice Derek Warwick was matching him for pace. Everyone, though, had been having their own little dramas.
Third special stage we lost the brakes, and then we had a big moment, 360 on the air, and then we went off and we were digging the ground, for half an hour.
Went off on 5 long straight, overshot, ended up in a sandbank, took 25, not sandbank, snowbank, 25 minutes to dig our way out.
In the middle of the stage, we're going over a crest, and all of a sudden the car stopped, and there's a car coming the other way, and it's Keke. He's spun in the middle of the straight, and he's coming back towards me with all his lights on. So it's been an interesting first day.
At the start of day 2, Marcus Grönholm was determined to consolidate his lead and secure a victory which would put him back on level terms in the Finnish championship with Lindholm. It was clear that both drivers were well ahead of the other Group A runners. Sebastian had won the first event of the series, but didn't look like being able to repeat that success on the Arctic. Mika Solberg in a Group A Subaru Legacy was having a torrid time, rarely able to make the top 5. He finished just ahead of Tapio Laukkanen, Formula 2 winner in a Golf, like the one he drove in Britain last year. Tapio had obviously learned his exuberant style amongst the Finnish snow, but it's kinder than solid British hedges. Rosberg and Lehto were already out, and Warwick was to join them when a stub axle broke just before the end. It left the wily Norbert Haug and his co-driver Bernd Ostman to take the honours, the only finisher from the Dream Team. After his various dramatic exits on British rallies last year, Tony Jardine was pleased to still be in the hunt, but his progress to a final finish won from last had not been without drama.
250.
It was a close thing on the penultimate stage. We were off big style. There's no way we're going to dig our way out of that. It was a very fast bend and we lost it. And we couldn't hear anything, and suddenly these voices, these guys came from nowhere. They literally manhandled the car out, and I think we only lost 10 minutes, but very, very lucky.
At the front, Sebastian Lindholm never gave up, but he was only going to win if Grönholm hit trouble. And in the end, Marcus maintained his lead to win the '96 Arctic Rally by 24 seconds.